And a good morning. There are about just over 3 hours to go. In roughly a lap, in a lap, Nicholas will end his final stint. He's done a double as well. And then it will be my turn for a double stint. And then finally our star driver Nick will take it home. So currently we're just circulating and yeah, just basically finishing the race. That's all that's to it just now. I think pretty much all the positions are locked in, unless someone makes a big mistake. But yeah, thank you for tuning in again. Don't know how much longer you can stay up. It's nearly 10 to 6 my time. Actually, I should really get a box of tissues, because I've been sneezing.
You ready, Rory?
Nearly 11 p.m. Yeah, I'm ready. Previously, it took me nearly one stint to get back in the groove.
Yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
it did with me, mate, as well.
It's really difficult.
I know it sounds silly,
Traffic.
but I always think when you go to sleep, you reset a little bit. You know what I mean? Do your laps, mate.
So yeah, just 3 hours to go now. 4 stints remaining, 2 by myself, and then the final 2 by Nick. I think I will just keep the stream running until the end, even though the last 2 stints I'm not driving myself, but just to capture the finish, just if you want to watch it back, or so I can watch it back basically. I am drinking coffee. I've only had I think about 4 hours sleep. Could have had 5, but an hour or so ago I woke up, and then I struggled to get back to sleep. So I've only had 4 hours maybe.
Car on your left.
But fortunately, because we
Shit, that car is, honestly, all fucking race. All
because we started the earliest slot on the Saturday, we will finish early on a Sunday, so I still have the rest of the Sunday to recover. Again, I'm only driving just under 2 hours, so should be doable. But I'll keep the stream running. I might just do this and switch off the webcam, so the stream is not capturing a zombie basically behind his sim rig. But time to get ready for action. Oops. Apologies. Hit the boom arm. Or the gooseneck, as they call it.
How's everyone's connection looking, lads?
See how I didn't pop out.
But Adam is eager to get out of the cockpit. He hasn't much long to go. But yeah, P8 is over a minute ahead. No idea where P10 is. P10 is just over 2 minutes. Oh, we've used up half of our incident points. We're on 56 out of 100. Okay, final straight. Box. So this will be a new experience for me. Something like that, yeah. So an hour and a half driving.
Well done, Adam, mate.
Well done. Get some rest.
That's not 24. Done. Damage free.
Hitboxing.
Wow.
10,
Yeah, man.
5,
Man.
3,
Tough.
2, 1. Right here.
Oh, God.
Limiter on. In gear. Alright. Here we go then. Final 2 stints of my final 2 stints of the Nürburgring 24.
Okay, punch it.
Oh, this is weird. Driving so soon after I woke up. Remember to take it easy. Bring it in gently, and plus just taking it to the finish line. Well, not me, but just logging laps basically. Track temperature is 24. At least the mist has disappeared. Not sure where the sun is. So I don't think there will be any glare to worry about. Oh, there's the sun. Car feels good.
How's it going, Barry?
All is well. Car feels good.
Good.
That's a GT4 ahead of me. I don't think this will be an issue coming up to the very final chicane. Should clear this one in the GP layout, this car. I think Adam was complaining about this car. Not sure if it's the same driver. Most likely it is, because it will have gotten past us while we were in the pits.
Right side. Clear on the right.
That's the one there.
Not so good exit. It's always better to clear a GT4 before you go onto the Nordschleife.
P6 is pretty tasty, Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, simracing centres had another crash and now they're in P3, falling behind Pegasus. Ah, Dennis.
There's always gravel there. Well, maybe not on the previous lap, but often that spot.
We're in that bit of the race, so aren't we? We're definitely in that bit of the race. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Stutters. Need to find a way to eliminate those stutters. Micro stutters.
It's such like a stupid, needless incident as well, isn't it? How much driving has he done? Most of it.
Will I encounter this GT4 at the chicane?
They've had a lot of crashes.
Yeah, P8 is over a minute ahead of us. Is there anything I can do to bring the gap down? That's a 23. Oh dear, will this be an overtake before the Schumacher S's? After, fortunately.
Right side, clear on the right.
Hey, Ringleberg. Good morning. Yellow flag. Where's the yellow flag?
Yeah, okay, for Barry.
Isn't that the car that overtook us? Although he's multiple laps down, he's still very quick. Must have damaged the car, or he's going to call it a day. So in about 4 laps I'm back on pit road for my final pit stop. Well, no, there's one, but after my stint, of course, to hand over the car to Nick. Oh, stutter, stutter, stutter. Send it in a little bit too hard. Shame. Oh, I feel like a sneeze is coming. And that's the GT4 leader ahead of me. I'm going to be stuck behind this car. Thank you very much. Well, even with that traffic in the final sector, it's more or less going to be the same lap time as the previous lap. Even a little bit faster. .23.10, nearly back in the 22s. Which is okay for us. Our personal best is in the 21s, mid 21s. Now don't laugh. I know that isn't particularly swift. I think so. Although I don't think I've ever completed a full lap Ringelberg on the ACC version. I've only learned this track maybe a week ago. Oh dear, this is not a good first sector. Already 4/10 slower. Yeah, track temperature is going up now, 27. When I started it was 22, I think it was. I wondered why it was getting a little bit slippery and greasy at places. So track temp is going up, and therefore the track will get slower. But yeah, I think overall in ACC and iRacing, well, depends on the track. But they're reasonably in the same ballpark. Yeah, I think my teammates, the pole lap was 8:13. 28 now, track temperature. 801. Same layout. Sounds more like it cut out most of the GP track if it's an 801. Yeah, but is that not a different layout though? Really? 8 minutes? It's not Frans Herman. Yeah, track is getting slippier. 29 now. Track temperature. Because the sun is beating down on the track, probably.
Are you there, Adam? How have P6 and P5 not?
Oh.
Still behind.
Yeah, they're still half a second away from each other.
Track is getting slower. It's now 30.
Yeah.
I was struggling through a couple of turns.
Is it still safe? Slow, or is it?
It's okay, but like I noticed that so when I started, I think it was 22, and it was like, oh, nice grip, it feels good. And now it feels a little bit slippery now.
Yeah. Okay. Two more after this one, Barry. A mere 2 hours and 10 minutes left of the race.
Just gonna point right now.
Yeah.
It's nearly 2:15 in the game. In sim time, 14:14. That's what the clock reads. Yeah, with the track temperature rising, I don't see myself improving my personal best, unfortunately. another off track. There, for example, the car slid forward. Wasn't doing that on the previous laps. Ah. You can definitely hear the tires slide more. That's why I lower the engine noise, and so I can hear the track surface better. So I've got, I think, tire sounds, or I think it comes under track surface sound. That's all the way cranked up, and then engine noise reduced. So I can hear the pitch of that frequency that produces the engine sound tire sound effects. And if I hear the pitch change, that's when I know we're sliding too much. Ooh. Careful. I definitely have to adjust my driving though to
Pulling the split that Basic always racing in, it's raining now. They're quite far behind us, it's early morning.
we'll have to
You've got about 2 laps of fuel
Heard
left.
about this red line controversy. They
send
found-
it in a bit
found a strategy where they started the race on a wet setup, a wet tyre, and then towed back to the pits immediately, put on a dry tyre, and because of the way the setup works in iRacing, they've now got a lower legal ride height for the entire race. Apparently they've been DQ'd, apparently, but they appear to still be racing for some lines on the street. I mean, there's no solid rule against it. It's cheeky, but it's interesting to see what happens with that.
oh, there was no need to run off track, mate. Stefan Belov, 1983. Yeah.
I know you're good at
Was that a Group C car?
Hey man, if it finishes like this, fingers crossed, touch wood, all that jazz. If we top 10 in our first attempt at the X24, I know we've had some struggles, but that's pretty good going. Yeah. No, exactly.
Hey, goedemorgen Gabrielli. Thank you once again for tuning in. This is my final 2 stints but I am going to stream all the way to the end, so I can capture the finish, because after my final stint, it's Nick's turn to bring it home. Just over 2 hours to go. .32 degrees track temperature. That's 10 degrees hotter when I started my stint. Doesn't feel so hooked up anymore. I live in Scotland, Ringleburg. 21.5, getting close to my personal best. I'm originally from Houten though, the province of Utrecht.
Yeah, because the after-work motorsport car is only 2 seconds behind the series car.
I'm like Harry. Harry left his native Great Britain. He's now living in Canada. Oh, sorry about another off track. 58 now. Yes, a lot of places are near Amsterdam Rijnkanaal, Ringleburg. Okay, the gap to P8 is less than a minute now, so it's those small gaps or those small increments to keep you motivated. I will not be able to overhaul the 81 car, but it's just at least I've got a target. It's now 10 degrees hotter when I started my stint. and I missed that apex all together. Pitting after this lap, yeah?
You're on 1.1 litres of fuel, so yeah. Whereabouts are you on the lap? Oh, right, okay, I see where you are. Yeah.
Wow.
My bad.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
So, right, not paying proper attention.
Not the best carousel I've ever done. Tapped into the TC there. If I overheated the tires again. Tire sets, fuel sets.
You can tell people on tire crashing in this game. Ridiculously just go up the
Pit stop usually takes about 40 seconds, right? Just under 40, 38 seconds or something.
I think it's Bob on 40 from 98 meters.
That should be enough time for me to open my living room door because I'm roasting.
Oh no.
That wasn't a black flag, was it?
Pit box in 10,
Good stint, Barry. Well done, mate.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
I also turned the fan on.
Wrong strategy.
That's it, go.
I'll tell you what, that Ventura Motorsport Porsche has taken some bloody scalps this race. So many of these crashes have involved them. They're just terrible in traffic. Awful in traffic.
Yes, that was a. This is my clone.
Oh, sorry, there's an awful lot of GT4s in there. Porsche Cups that have fallen foul.
That would be a good GIF again. Me getting in and out.
Oh no! The Trak Czech racing team, the Mustang. They finally did it. They crashed straight into the.
Well, my
turn.
final stint of the 24. In-game time is just after 2:30, 2:32. An hour and 50 to go. Okay, bring it in gently again. Track is much hotter now. And the car is heavy. Pressures are still building up. Let me know if the fan is audible. I do have a foam windshield on my microphone capsule, but I'm not sure if the fan is not pointing straight to my face, but towards my body. But I know that microphone capsules are very sensitive. Okay, excellent, thank you. At least I still have the benefit of cool air. Again, I keep missing that left-hander there. A benefit of the cool air blowing against my body.
got a pit stop and a splash over the car behind anyway, so it's an issue.
Does not want to turn in. Where is everybody? 46 seconds. The GT4 is up the road. Getting slightly better at Galgen Kop. But I think a huge win for me personally is that I finally now am more knowledgeable and more confident racing at the Nordschleife. So in the future, when another event comes up, I won't be so reluctant to sign up. Even though currently my lap times aren't anything to write home about, but you know, it's all part of the learning curve. Whoa, and I missed T1 completely. I'm getting a little bit emotional now, Harry.
Hold it together, Barry, hold it together. Before Nick went off the floor, I didn't say that he was actually back up.
Yeah.
Hey G-Bear, thank you for tuning in. No, I haven't. I've had 3. This is my 3rd double stint, so I've had. Oh, jeez. 2 double stints the previous day, and this is my final stint actually. An hour and 42 remaining, and then for the final 2 stints, our star driver Nick will take over and bring us home. I won't stop the stream though, because I want to capture the finish. Can anyone maybe tell me how Donny Magari is getting on? Because he's doing the Le Mans 24 hours in RF2. If you can. Donny and we actually raced together earlier this year at Bathurst. The Bathurst 12. So, yeah, another endurance racer among us. Donny is very experienced. Hey, finally hit that apex. Although I am over a second slower. Yeah, we've had some moments at the start of the lap, that's why. But nice to see you, G-Bear. But the team consists of 4 drivers. Come on, hook up car. Struggling with those right-handers now. Downhill. I did manage to get 4 hours of sleep. Because my final stint yesterday finished just after midnight or just before midnight. And then it was Harry and Adam who shared the night duties. No, it's kind of, that is the hardest thing to do, to disengage yourself, because yesterday I think I was up before the event, so an hour before the event. The event started at 8 AM yesterday, Saturday. And then I was pretty much engaged, even when I wasn't driving. But that's really not what you should do. You should get yourself away from the rig, away from the screen. I did go out for a walk though, to get some fresh air. But sim racing isn't really a physical thing, it's more of a mental thing. And you need to kind of get away from the screen. Give your mind some rest. if you're ever going to do team racing yourself, my G-Bear, that's what I would advise you to do. But this will be the very first 24 hours I'm actually going to finish. I did attempt the 24 hours of Daytona last year, but I think we only managed 10 hours, I think, not even halfway, and then we had too many incidents. We were too far behind, and there was no way for us to move up the order. And so we just called it quits. We've had incidents in this race. I think Harry had a connection issue, and then we weren't scored for a lap and a half. Nick tangled with a GT4 driver. Which damaged the car. And we actually started from pole, and we were in at least the first couple hours, or maybe more, we were running in the top 3. So after all our incidents, we were actually outside the top 20, and now we're just inside the top 10. Just over an hour and 36 to go. I'll have about 5 laps remaining when I cross the start finish. Well, I made up some time though in the final sector. Almost at 23 flat. But as I've already alluded to, that I won't be able to improve my personal best because the track is just too hot now. 33 degrees track temperature is. And yeah, the car doesn't hook up in as much in the fast turns. And I've been struggling with is that the Dunlop curve? I don't know which one that is. Don't think I've ever got it right in all my stints so far. Will I be able to clear Ashley before the Nordschleife? Hopefully. I need to be careful though, this is P2 in their class.
Right side. Clear on the right. Right side.
Thank you. Oh, sliding, sliding. The front slides. And that's what they call understeer. He ate 54 seconds. And on the topic of team racing and endurance racing in general, obviously if you have dependents, you obviously need to clear it with them beforehand. If it is okay to partake. Unfortunately, my my lovely wife, very supportive of her husband having a midlife crisis and partaking in these.
You've got wheel damage.
Sorry, guys.
Damage in various places. That aero damage is probably slowing you a lot.
I need to tow.
It's okay. It's okay. All good. You want to stay in the car?
Yeah, I just understeered into the that that right-hander series of right-handers, faster right-handers.
Yes, yes. The triple apex.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay, mate.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, don't apologise, Barry. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things, mate.
But as soon as I kind of recovered, I knew that I wasn't going to make it, and I would cause more damage.
Yeah, I understand. No, you did the right thing, mate. Look at it this way. This takes out the requirement for a splash and dash.
Will this drop us out of the top 10, though?
Potentially, but it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. It's just the tow is so brutal on at the Nürburgring.
Well, I reckon in real life it would take more than 6 minutes.
I also agree. Don't stress, mate. Do not stress.
Oh well, that's one mark against my name.
It's alright. Nick stopped updating it now. I've just got 2 marks against mine and everybody else is on 0.
Yeah, I thought I was just taking it the same speed as the previous lap, but yeah, obviously the track's getting greasier and greasier, and then I just
Yeah.
underestimated it, the available grip left.
I had a couple of scary moments around there on my stint as well, mate. It was getting a little bit, I do think the track wasn't giving up quite as much grip.
Four minutes and 40. Oh well, that is a shame. I thought I was able to have a clean.
Yeah, we will drop out the top 10, but not too far. We've got, yeah, no, we should be kind of like a P12 somewhere around that.
Maybe I should get some more caffeine. Well, I have enough time to make some caffeine, I reckon. It's towing and then maybe... How much you reckon? 4 minutes repair? 5 minutes repair?
Yeah, it didn't look too bad. It's not huge damages. It's just like the steering damage, I think. I've just texted Nicholas to see if he's awake, because if he's awake we could chuck him in for these 2 stints and see if he can do anything. But I've got a feeling he won't be awake, so
You might have just woke him up.
He's had like 4 hours, the lazy get. The battle for P5 and 6 is back on again, Adam.
Tune in.
How long have you got left? Sorry.
A minute. And that's just towing, and then I don't know what the repairs are going to be.
There's exactly 2 stints left, Nick, so I was just, if you were floating about, I was thinking we could stick you in and do some damage at the end, but it's completely up to you.
Well, that's what I was just seeing if there was enough time.
Well, if you're ready,
Yes.
if you're ready.
Have a piss, mate. I would very much imagine there'll be about 4 minutes of repairs.
Okay.
Oh, Adam, it's happened. P5 and P6 have swapped places, and it happened because P5 fell out the carousel. It's a good scrap this.
So my record has been tarnished by my own hands. Yeah, we're P11 now.
How long?
7.
Repairs, Barry?
7.
7 minutes. Okay, that's cool. Nick has plenty of time to have a wee. Is that alright, Barry, if we chuck Nick?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I did like 1 stint and then, yeah.
Sorry, mate.
No, it's my silly mistake.
Oh, it's okay, mate. It's okay.
Right, I'm gonna go chill out, lads. I'm gonna watch your stream.
Yeah,
If
that's
you're still
still
streaming.
So,
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucked. I need to lay down and chill out.
Yeah, I'm feeling quite...
I'm not going to finish my final stint, so I had like maybe 1 or 2 laps.
I looked at
Yeah, I just,
So bloodshot.
it's probably a combination of
Yeah, it's
fatigue
been a pleasure,
and
I'll try
just,
get on the finish. I'll try and get in chat for the finish.
let's actually
Cool, man. When it gets to
check
the car, I'll probably
how that
so
happened.
leave my headset on.
I probably should a lap before.
Was the repair bill?
7 minutes.
Go, go, go!
It was such a shame. It was such like a,
That was a tiny hit.
a tiny hit as well.
Right, I'll catch you soon, lads. I'll try get on for the finish.
Yeah.
See you later.
See you
No
soon,
stress,
lads.
good chill.
Again, apologies.
Yeah, you're good. All good.
Yeah.
Oh, 26 is fine.
Yes, just too hot, and that's all it took.
12 minutes of damage.
Should have held a tighter line.
Oh no, he's had to pit again. Ah, bugger.
Yeah, I was like half a car length away from the, and then I'm on the dirtier part, so you can see the marbles here and also the gray. That's all dust and whatnot. Well, it isn't that bad in iRacing. I know more on the ovals. No, actually it is. They do have offline, so yeah, it's just I should have really taken notice, because with the hotter track temperatures, the car was already like pulling to the left. I don't know if this is off camber, but it just understeered. But yeah, also far too much entry speed probably. But our star driver is going to take over the helm. Yeah, I feel embarrassed. But like you said, chin up, it is what it is. And I think even the most experienced drivers have their issues. Okay, well, I'll be here for the next hour and 15 to keep you updated with the going-ons. Let's see who Arctic Sim Racing has a gap of 53. Where are the close battles? So Placebo International Sim Sport, they're currently in P6. IBN Racing 420. Let's see where they are on track. And obviously they're gonna smell blood. Have they already overtaken us? So out of the... How much were there? 30 plus GT3 cars. There are only...
How's the track?
A bit greasy, I thought. Track temperature in the 30s. 31 now.
Yeah. That time's definitely dropped off a little bit, Midori. It was starting to go on the end of my second stint, Nick. There was like from like one lap to another, there was a notable decrease in grip everywhere.
Noted.
I think a lot of people are just kind of pushing it at this point. There's a lot of
I think it's 26 remaining.
22s. How much longer left on the repairs?
30 seconds. Where's the next car?
I don't know. Quite a way off, I think. But with the pace people are going, we can get some decent pace up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Oh
I've got no
dear.
more feedback.
Oh, it's happened to you as well.
Yeah.
I think I just closed the awesome again and fixed it.
For some reason it shut.
Oh, okay.
Just shut it when I turned it off. Okay.
I think mine like timed out or something.
So this is one of our competitors.
There we go.
One. An awful lot quicker than I did.
Unlucky Luke Racing.
It's an added thing to champions of endurance races. Open the margins client.
Go P16.
Yeah. I can't believe how big that repair bill was. It was such a light hit.
Just hit the drive shaft.
There goes Nick. Nick will
Let the dogs out for wheeze on back.
stomp in some fast laps. But yeah, what a blunder. So close to the end to have an issue. Let's put the relative. The other one with caps on. There we go. E16 we are. That was the position before I signed off, before midnight or just after midnight. So all that work has been undone. Not sure how much, well, a top 10 is definitely out of the question because there's only an hour and 12 to go. That's B23 still circulating. That Mustang looks a bit second-hand, but kudos for them to sticking it out.
Nick, have you seen the beef with Team Red Line getting DQ'd?
No.
Ah.
Okay.
They. Oh, hey, you okay? Oh yeah, sorry.
I was waiting for the story.
I need to fucking sleep.
Hey Dan. Well, yeah.
Gridded the cars.
An hour and 10 to go. We were in the top 10.
Like a litre of
and then I started my final stint.
And
2 laps, 3 laps into my final stint.
Back to the pits.
I understeered into
tanking, and by doing that they gained 2.5 mil lower ride height.
Right.
And then started the race from the pits.
What's the corner name called?
Pootling along merrily.
After Bergwerk, after...
They were on pole and P2 anyway.
No, that was before Bergwerk.
Someone from iRacing came into the server and disqualified all the red line cars.
What is that triple right-hander called? That kind of downhill triple right-hander.
Lol.
Yeah.
Action coming.
Is it Stefan Belov?
How did you discover that?
Something. I think, yeah, it's a really fast downhill triple right-hander.
But when you think
and I just had too much entry speed.
And the
track was also getting hotter. It was at the time it was like 32 degrees, and it just my car. Well, I was already offline going in, and then I ended up on the dirty side, and the car just drifted into the Armco barrier.
Set up Mazdas to gain lap time and stuff.
Had wheel damage, had to tow it. So towing costs about 6 or 7 minutes, and then we had another additional 7 minutes of repair. So I can, yeah, I blew our chances of a top 10, Dan.
Because if you go to the grid and go back to the pits, you basically
I feel I am so embarrassed because, like, yeah, my previous stints were so clean, and then yeah. Is that what it is? Yeah, dreifach rechts means like 3 something rights. So yeah, those are 3 kind of downhill off camber right-handers, and I was already kind of offline for the first the first apex,
kinda have to,
and
I
then
guess.
it just understeered.
Peak sweat territory.
Yeah, I should have just taken it easier, especially with so little time to go.
Oh,
So
yes.
maybe next year I have to enter this with my own team. I don't know if they'll ask me back.
Oh, yeah.
But at least for next year, I will know.
You're already leading the league table. You can absolutely make it without doubt.
It's oh please don't, Dan. I'm embarrassed as it is.
Did you manage to get any kit?
It's I've already watched it back. But yeah, that's the way to learn.
Like half an hour, 20 minutes.
Ah, cool.
So 1 hour and 6 to go. Let's see how a pro driver actually tackles the track. Actually, the track temperature has dropped. It's now 26 degrees.
Positive iRacing.
Me?
All of us will be on a positive iRacing. We're still on the top half of the field.
I have like calculate what we're supposed to get.
I haven't got it turned on.
Oh.
And I'm not currently sat at my computer. I'm very horizontal on the sofa. But we'll probably all get +1. Like we do at every special event.
And I'll get 0 safety gain.
Oh, you will get 0 safety. Why have you even done this? What's the point?
I'm literally here just for the event.
This should bump me back up to max again, which would be nice, because I like to do a special event to bump it up to max, and then I can burn a little bit in some pickup races,
Yes.
and then just bump it back up again.
When like Jay and everyone is stressing about safety, I'm like, stressing about safety?
Here,
Got it in
To the
stock,
Nürburgring.
like,
this is where I'm steered.
Nürburgring, lads.
come do some NEC races, just float around at the back.
Yeah, I will, Gabriele. I mean, like,
To be fair, Jay would drive the Lambo, and he'd spend most of the race.
best thing to do is just to go straight back at it.
I wonder what the worst car would be around here.
Because then if you put it off, then it'll be very unlikely you'll ever return.
Why can't you drive it?
I don't know. Literally can't pick McLaren.
No, it's just yeah, lapse of concentration, a bit of fatigue.
There's special ride height limits and stuff. I wonder if they just haven't bothered doing it because it's a newer car, maybe.
Even the Mustangs here.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Then I was like, so at first I was like, oh, it's because in real life they basically just have German cars.
Yeah.
But then I've just realised that we've driven past a Mustang. And I don't remember ever seeing a Mustang at the North Line.
I'm sure.
But yeah, this is
Oh, will there?
the
If there is
longest
anyone
I've
in here,
ever
that
been involved in a race, though. Because yeah, I've never actually, even when you're not racing, and even if you're not behind the monitor, you're still thinking about the race, and so you're not actually really resting. So even before I went to bed, or when I went to bed, I had kind of trouble getting to sleep because my mind was just still so active. I could have gotten 5 hours in if I gotten to sleep straight away. I think I just got under like 4 or just under 4 in total. And yeah, that's really not a lot of rest. But I suppose half of doing an endurance race is managing your time while you're not racing, to make sure that your body, your mind gets enough rest so that you are fresh again when you step into the virtual cockpit. And yeah, in the future I should just really managed it better, and maybe, yeah, just a little bit too tired without knowing when I started my second stint. But I think this is Nick's first proper laps. Let's see what he's doing. So we currently have our best lap clocked at 8:14:47 according to the DDU. So I think I was averaging around about 8:23, 24s. But yeah, what's next after this? What's the next big event? Let me just find the special events calendar.
New fastest lap for you.
8:16. There you go. So on June the 27th is the Watkins Glen 6 hours, and that is for GTP, Flash Hypercar, LMP2, GT3. However, the weekend before that, though, I am doing the 2.4 hours Le Mans. iRacing doesn't do the Le Mans 24 hours anymore. I don't know if you remember. Something RF2 or Studio 397 had the exclusive rights to host the and that was this was during the motorsports game when they basically acquired all these licenses. So yeah, iRacing is no longer able to do the Le Mans 24 on their platform. I think the Indy 500 also disappeared from their special events for maybe a couple of years, or maybe just one. But motorsport games have lost the IndyCar license, so that's why they were able to do the Indy 500 again. Yeah, it's motorsport games, and I think because Le Mans Ultimate, yeah, they can't do the Le Mans 24. But that's why Donnie is doing it on RF2, and I'm sure maybe a year from now, hopefully, the Le Mans 24 hours can be done on Le Mans Ultimate, because on the 10th of June we should get this this big update which allows team racing on LMU. I should. Is that what it's called? Is that how VEC call their event? I'll bring up these special events. Well, can you see that like this? Oh, but now you can't see me. Right. Back to this scene then. Alright, the 2025 special events. So this is what we're doing now. And then the 28th of June is the Watkins Glen 6 hours. And then we get a NASCAR race for 80s NASCARs. Firecracker 400. The Spa 24 on July the 13th. However, that is close to the Drive for Dean event, isn't it, on ACC? Brickyard 400 for current NASCAR. Oh, right, okay. Let's start. Yeah. Well, I'm sure that some attorney, lawyer will keep an eye on it, and then, you know, they'll get a cease and desist or something. The Portimao 1,000 kilometers, August 15th. Can't do that because I'm still on holiday. Indianapolis 6 hours, September. The Bathurst 1000. Now I do have one of the V8 supercars, or supercars as it is called. However, I've not driven it since the last time, and I probably should. It is a very rewarding car, I've been told. I've just not gotten the hang of it. Petit Le Mans. I am kind of keen on the Petit Le Mans. The IMSA race. That's in October. Maybe for the lols we should do the Global MX-5. Oh, but then I have to get Martinsville. No, so that will be a no. iRacing Formula Ford 1600 in November. Doesn't say what track. The Suzuka 1000 in November. That no, I'm also usually away in November. Yeah, that's about it. But you know, we're not limited to iRacing. I also play other games. Right. Let's put the overlays back on. How are we getting on? Yeah, it's in these cars. It's the HPD. This car. Oh, it's not showing the car model because it's probably I've got the game rendered and so it won't be able to show.
Lap of the session.
It's this car basically, if you can see the screenshots. And then what's the GT1? It's the... Oh yeah, look at this guy. Oh, I can't show the car model. I have a Primera. By the way, you've got access to this car as well, the Kia. Because you wanted to drive a... Is this a front-wheel drive car? Where do I see that? Grand Am... Front-wheel drive, there you go. And no lift shift transmission. Yeah, you've got access to this one too. And it's usually multi-class. Because it's the Kia and it's the Cadillac. Which I also have, because it came with your subscription. Anyway, I was looking for the GT1, wasn't I? I know why I can't see it, because I've got... Put it on sports cars, so only the sports cars will show up. Huh? Oh, of course, I don't own them. So that's why it's not in here. Now, anyway, yeah, that's for historical GT cars. I don't know actually too many folk who actually have the HPD. I do know a couple who have the GT1. But yeah, that's another option. And hopefully towards the end of the year, LMU will have maybe have extended their team racing. Yeah, but I don't own the Aston or the Corvette. But hopefully towards the end of the year, LMU will have made team racing also available on like league events, because currently I think the 10th of June it's only going to be available on their special events, and then I think that requires a subscription, doesn't it? Another subscription. But yeah, hopefully the team events will also roll out on you know, like private lobbies and stuff. And maybe we can then, you know, use SimGrid or something like that to enter a special a team race. But I think you do need at least one person to have the subscription, so that you can see the so you can use a custom skin. How long to go? 48 minutes. You need a subscription to make multiple teams. Okay, so you can't... So there's no way to do that without a subscription then? I can make one team, okay. Well, that's all you need, right? Is that limited to one car though? Surely not. You can have one team and then they can just change cars depending on the track, the combo. Yeah, I would be surprised if you couldn't. Yeah, we're trailing P15 by 4 minutes, so P16 is pretty much yeah, where we're going to finish. Oh yeah. Are there any battles still? Oh, the Mustang, they've repaired their car. The only Mustang, remaining Mustang. Actually, I don't know how many there were originally. Let's check out. This is the segment where I'm going to check paint schemes. So this is a Porsche 992. It's got a little bit of damage. I don't have high resolution textures selected because I thought that was going to help me with performance, but I still got micro stutters. Yeah, pink, white, black.
Right side.
Pits.
Clear.
My god, they're slow.
I don't know what.
Catching up. I'll come
Pit
in a
row
second.
apparel. Okay.
Is it GT4?
And this BMW
yes, it's that
multicolored. This looks cool.
Have you noticed how like
Must be quite difficult to get this all lined up though in the template. I have no idea. I'm quite sure they must use a different app to get this all nicely lined up. Nice car. What about this? Now this is more my kind of style. I prefer kind of simpler looking cars, but I do like the kind of the multicolored kind of stripes, the blue, and then the top one is orange, goes into kind of purple red. This is P3 in class. Sim Racing Center. Porsche. This is GT4 class leader. Tim Tam. Oh, I like Tim Tams. I don't know if Kai or Matt is still here. That's type of chocolate biscuit. Now we say biscuit, you guys say cookie. But yeah, Tim Tam is from Australia. Cool looking car. Nice little decals
If I
on
was
it.
leading Porsche Cup, I'd be like, look lads, just call it.
Yeah.
The Nürburgring Hill themed BMW M4.
5.5 minutes ahead of the car.
A Simagic Porsche 992.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, bring on.
Black,
Look,
Yep.
5 minutes
yellow,
pace.
green.
The absolute boss move would be to get yourself 8.5 minutes ahead of the car behind and then park it before the last lap.
Oh,
Interesting looking car too.
That'd be the boss move.
That's P6 in class. P15. That's the car
wouldn't you
we're
thought
chasing.
Trak didn't give you any less grip.
Team Koala TY
The
Control
sun's
Racing.
go out.
There is a koala on the track. Koala Thai Control Racing. Another 992. Sim Coach. Unlock your true potential. Well, if you want to unlock your true potential, go to Sim Coach. This is not a sponsored segment. I'm just reading what their decals say on the car. Proline Esports. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like teams with the name esports in it. At least that's why my team that I've set up doesn't have the word esports. I just find that a little bit too try-hard sounding, esports. So, but I like the black, pink, and the kind of camo. Yeah, camo stuff. So, yeah, this would work well if they're racing on the Antarctic. Oh, this is a damaged AMG GT4. Don't know what that character is supposed to be. It's not a... Is that an anime type? Racing PA League or PA Racing League? Racing PA League, okay. Baltro. Oh, these guys are going into the pits. That's not for position. Don't know if this guy's damaged or retired. No, this is P5, so he must just be pitting. Safety car. Yeah, P12. Ferrari 296. One of the few Ferraris as well. Oh, is that a card game? Okay.
It is.
They are promoting a card game, or they're just a big fan of that particular card game. This is a cool looking car with the black outlines. Star Racing Team. Yeah, it's almost like a cell shaded effect, like it's in a video game, and we are in a video game. It's like Conception, not Conception. My mind is really tired. What's that movie called? Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio. A very popular game. All right, that just shows my age, Gabriele, that I just don't know what the kids are up to these days. I know what my kids are up to. They watch Bluey and there's more stuff. But Bluey is the one that I know that they watch. Yeah, this is not bad looking either. This is the leader. This is the class leader and the overall leader. The Arctic Sim Racing Team. I like their names on this side. Yeah, I have low resolution.
So you're going to end up doing like 4 laps on the last stint, I think, aren't you?
So I've got 2K textures disabled.
There is 39 minutes left.
Right.
And you're on lap 5, so 2 more laps on here. And then
30.
4 on the last. If you're happy doing it, obviously, I'm making an assumption there.
38 minutes remaining. Custom GT. So I don't know what kind of servers they're providing, but they're doing something custom. Maybe they can soup up your car and make it into a Grand Touring type car. But yeah. Also very, I don't know, I find these zigzaggy type paint schemes, they're cool looking, but they always remind me of esports teams, so that's also something I would maybe avoid. What does this remind me of? Razer, maybe? You know, like the brand of that make headsets and stuff and microphones. Yeah, not bad. Oh, I like this one. Look, a cat. Any car with a cat on it is a win in my book.
Well, there's 3 of you.
Very artistic looking cat. The Kazi racing community. And there's another sponsor which I can't read. Lail Performance Competition Automotive Parts. Okay.
Like, I get it. They don't want
And Go in, is this kanji or katakana? Fujitsubo. Driven by Sota Koganea. So maybe these guys are from Japan, maybe. And I take it these guys are from Germany. And they might be streaming on Twitch. Driver currently Marcus Schuler. And the other, I think there might only be 2 296s left in the race. Team Beer. Okay, so that's a cool name. I like, see, names like that. I like those kind of names. Having beer in your name. This is a Porsche Cup. This is the Porsche Cup leader. There were only 3 Porsche Cups remaining when I was still in it. Yeah, again, it's a little bit too esports-like for me. But yeah, see, this effect is cool though. But being able to line up all these details, the blacks, that must be a pain in Photoshop at least. But yeah, cool. I think he's got a little bit of damage. Iron Monkey, they're P11. I like the Ravenol number plate. Sim Racing Arts. We can sim race and make art at the same time with Iron Monkey Motorsport. Oh, cool. These are their names. So Bernd Breckelmacher is in the car currently. Back to a GT4 AMG. The 7 Racing? Is it they or the 7? But yeah, this reminds me of Leighton House a little bit. The light blue and the black. Maybe that's what their inspiration was. Prolapse. That's a nod to Grand Theft Auto, Rockstar. Yeah, we all know what a prolapse is, but okay, this one might be IBN Racing. I like their humor. Prolapse and Pisswasser. There's Pisswasser there. Lisa. Basically, these are all Rockstar or Grand Theft Auto sponsors. Shark. Like, is that like the credit card company, I think, is it? Globe Oil, Pisswasser. Yeah. Redwood, the cigarettes. I like it. I remember asking you. I remember mentioning. What's that security company called in Grand Theft Auto? What were they called again? The armored vehicles that transfer the, you know, like the money. What are they called again? Group sex. Yeah, group sex. I was actually yeah, I was actually contemplating painting a car like that, but I don't know if that will break some terms and conditions or something. Maybe a little bit too controversial. A WD-40 car, a GT4 AMG. I think I've got 2 cans somewhere. Another GT4 AMG, clever fit. MHV Motorsport. Yeah, not bad. I think Jim would like this because it's an orange. It has orange in it. The Porsche Cayman, no, yeah, baby blue, pink, white, with white wheels. French French esports racing team, and it's got a cock. Yeah, you can definitely tell this is French. The French sim racer, currently driven by Laurent Lefrilou. I think that's how you pronounce it. Not bad either. A very busy car. I think this is more Razer like the brand type kind of. Yeah, this must be a pain though to get this all aligned. See, especially here, because see the template itself, they're all separate and they're all on separate bits, and having to marry up all these lines and stuff. So yeah, I always have a lot of admiration for folk who can do this so seamlessly as well. Yeah, good looking car, but it'll maybe a little bit too busy for my liking. But yeah, very impressive. This is more kind of like a real life car, kind of factory BMW. This is a GT4.
Just some maths on how much fuel we're going to need at the stop.
The barrel rollers, and they've got some damage on the left-hand side.
Oh, we do have auto fuel, yeah.
This is P2 in Porsche Cup. I don't actually know how many there are left.
We're in a very time-critical area of the race.
I think we have 3.5.
I think there might only be 2 left, because I don't think P3 is 13 laps down on the leader. And that's us, the Turn 1 sim racing team. With Nick behind the wheel, driving in anger. Trying to make up for lost time that I've caused us. But I think P16 is the best we can achieve now. I think we may have already seen it. Oh, the Stilo. I don't know if you've seen this one before. AMG GT4 top P10 in class. Rev it up P20 in class 992. And again, you know, everyone that is still running currently has my respect, because you know, it's not always about achieving a top result. Reaching the finish line is also a win. A mean-looking Mustang.
Oh, this headwind on the Dartinger is brutal to lap time.
Birds of Play.
Your time's going down and down and down.
Yeah.
These are mainly Czech players.
You're getting new tyres.
I'm not going to attempt pronouncing their names. Mr. Hamak behind the wheel. Not sure who that is supposed to be there on the door.
You've just set your fastest lap of the session.
Maybe some hack and slash game. Souls-like, maybe. I don't know what they're promoting. Oh, there's even a QR code on the roof.
Oh, you're not near your rig, are you?
I can be. What do you need?
I'm still.
Can you check the lap times that we were doing in the opening stint of the race?
You were doing 14s, 15s, and 16s.
Hey, Franco.
If I remember correctly, your first lap was like 14s.
Good night. Yeah, it must be 4 a.m. Yeah, we should, Gabriele. What game do you have in mind? Hey, Nick. Okay, for those who've just tuned in, I was on my final stint, and on the second lap I made a mistake. We were running in the top 10. I hit the barrier. We had to get a tow, and then it was 7 minutes of repairs, and now we're outside the top 10. We're currently running in P15, but we might have to come in for a final splash. I'm not sure how. Let's actually see how are we doing on fuel. Uh, 1.2 laps remaining. No, we have to come in for some fuel. There's 26 minutes to go. Some indie game. Yeah, let's chill. Let's maybe get some free codes. Okay, what? Now I've lost. Okay, I think I've viewed all the cars. Yeah, I think I've gone through all the... So, which one was your favorite, guys? I don't know if you remember them all. But that's... we've viewed all the cars that are still left in the game. I think mine goes to the Prolapse car. Even though it wasn't the best looking car, I liked their humor. The cat one. That's a good shout, Gabriele. Let's go and look up the cat one. No, that might be my favorite too, the cat car. There we go. The Kaze Racing community. Currently driven by Kazuki Moriwaka. About to get overhauled by P11. Obviously there are multiple laps separated. And I think the Ferrari will get him before the chicane. And he does. Let me see who are the other. So this is Nozaki Racing Community. Let's look up Nozaki Racing Community. And let's see who the other drivers are. Yeah, these are, I reckon, yeah, they're from Japan. Look. So Kazuki behind, or Moriwaki Kazuki, because I think they do... No, does that mean that Kazuki is their surname? Because don't they do surname, forename? I'll read it how it is written here. So Kazuki Moriwaka, currently driving. Other drivers include Hidefumi Tsurata, apologies for the pronunciation, Shuji Endo, and Sota Kaganea. Yeah. This might be the paint scheme, our favorite one. Definitely a sharp looking one. Again, this is kind of more my style, fairly simple, and then one standout decal. And the standout decal in this case is the cat, the multicolored cat. I can't tell you what kind of breed it is. I am not a cat expert. I do know that in Japan, at least, the cat is the is that like a holy animal? What's the one called with the paw? The white cat. You usually see the statues in many kind of restaurants and stuff. Kind of a multicolored breed. Yes, I would actually like one of those, but I am allergic. I am allergic to pets. The pet hairs always make me, well, triggers my asthma basically. Either that, or my eyes get watery, or yeah, it either causes me breathing issues, watery eyes, or itchy eyes as well, or yeah. That's why I had goldfish as pets when I was very young. But yeah, unfortunately, I do like dogs, but again, the same story. The hairs affect my my breathing. But these are the guys that are actually racing us, because we are owed a pit stop. Oh, okay, the Neko Cat. Because I don't know if you watch Dan, it's an anime, and it's got one of those cats in it, which is possessed by an evil spirit, Turbo Granny, and she is then, her spirit is then transferred into one of those Neko cat statues, and she's kind of the, well, not necessarily the comic relief character in that show.
Left side, clear.
But we're racing these guys. They last pitted on lap 163. That's 2 laps ago. We last pitted on 158. What's the fuel? Yeah, we have to come in after this lap. So we're on the Dottinger, and where are the Nekose?
This lap.
Nekose are.
To go, my friend.
They are over here. No, the timing may have not updated yet, so I don't know exactly where they are in relation to us. I think they're still behind us. And there comes Nick for his final stop.
Don't speed in the pit lane.
We're nearly there, under 20 minutes to go.
Pit box in 10.
We're nearly there, guys.
3, 2.
24 hours. I wouldn't say really grueling hours, because I think my final 2 stints, they were probably the most difficult one. But that was only because I had just woken up. And I was still waking up and driving at the same time. I think we'll be, yeah, we're okay. I think we are going to remain in P15. How far is P14? 3 minutes. Okay. They are. So apparently the guys that started the race at 1 PM yesterday, they've got rain in their split.
Yeah, I was watching Basic Ollies before. It was absolutely soaking in their split. Yeah.
You've once again dodged the rain.
We've dodged it again.
Slow down. You got a penalty. We're cutting the cord.
But I'm rolling here. Have the time back. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, we're 2 laps down. Yeah, they're all quite spread out. Yeah, 57 cars started the race. Car number 1 actually retired very early on. And they do that so that they can then sign up for the next slot and have and chance their luck in that one. But yeah,
I've got 3 laps of fuel in the car.
Yeah, you should be
that should be enough.
this lap. Another lap will take you pretty much to the end. So that should be right. I did +1 margin.
Cool.
I have 16 minutes of the race left, so that's 2 laps you might have to go for. I can never remember how they end the race.
Based on where the leader is at the hour mark.
Right.
So if they do an extra lap, we do an extra lap. If they don't.
But yeah, a lot of ifs and buts.
Have you got
This
three
race
laps to
again.
do now?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I've not. Yeah, this year though,
I've got more than 3 laps.
this is only my second special event on iRacing this year. I know that we're already halfway through the year, but remember Bathurst, I clattered the wall. But at least, yeah, it was wet, and we started with a wet setup, which then had too much. The springs were too soft, and then we were bottoming out when it was dry, and I just didn't.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll have
again.
3 laps remaining on this long.
First
race.
Donny hit the wall, and then I hit the wall,
That's
and
right.
then.
Oh.
So as we've discussed so many times
Basically,
before,
I think it's added 3 laps, and I already had like half a lap of fuel.
it's not really about being the fastest. It's just about making the least amount of mistakes. And once again,
Yeah, I've still got
not just
31.5
myself,
kilos left.
Nick had a tangle with a GT4,
I could do 3 laps at this point.
Yeah.
and then
I'm gonna expect this shot.
Harry had a moment as well, had a spin. He had connection issues. Then I clattered the wall, and that's why we're P15 and not racing for the top 10 anymore.
Stop.
But can't dwell on that. Only 13 minutes to go. But
Absolutely.
hopefully this year I can actually have at least an incident-free endurance race. Maybe on the 21st with Nige on the ACC. Although 2.4 hours isn't really that long. It's more of a... I still see that as a sprint event. 2.4 is... yeah, not that super long. But it isn't all doom and gloom. Remember, taking part is amazing. this event is only once a year. The official one. I'm sure that there are unofficial ones throughout the year, but this is the official one. And yeah, apart from that one-off, that one crash I had, I think I did okay. I was fairly consistent. I wasn't, obviously I was the slowest, but yeah, it was still a good experience. And it's going to be the very first 24-hour race I'm going to actually finish. So we've been lucky with the weather. We've not had rain, because that would have made it even more challenging, because I have done zero practice in the rain. Excuse me. I'm going to remove my steering wheel. For those who are interested, this is the steering wheel I've been using. It's a Asetek Formula wheel, but it's the USB version. The quick release I have on it is just the proprietary Simucube one. So you use a pin, and then you put it in like that. You've got the pin, the security pin, and then that's it fastened. And then you use the USB on the other end. I've got like a, what do you call it, one of those USB extension cords that goes to my computer. I plug it in, and then it's, well, I'll show you what it actually looks like when it's plugged in. It's got all these nice colors. Well, I only use, I have disabled most of the colors, the lights, just the rotary knobs, but there are lights over here as well, but I find them a bit distracting. But the ref counter is still working, because that's obviously reading what Nicholas is doing. As he sees on the, and then he shifts. You can program the lights, so when there's a car left or right, so it will also flash. So if you've got a car on your left, all the lights on the left hand side, they flash. Or if you've got a blue flag, then it flashes, I can't remember which one flash. But because I don't sit in a Formula position, my steering wheel, the steering column is pointing towards my neck, but it's still a little bit lower, so I don't really, because I don't want my screen to be blocked by anything. But I would actually have to physically look. Even in my peripheral vision, I don't really take much notice of it anymore. So that's why a wheel with a screen in the position I'm sitting a bit more upright, it would be wasted on me, because I would never really see the screen. So that's why I don't have a screen and will not invest in one either. They look cool though, wheels with screens, but I think they would only be useful if you would sit in an kind of an LMP or a Formula type position. But then the problem you then have, your wheelbase will have to sit, then your monitors will be further up, unless you put the wheelbase in front of your monitor, but then it blocks part of your monitor. So folk who sit in the Formula position always have the monitor a little bit higher up, so you end up racing like this almost, which I don't want to do. And plus I do other stuff in my rig. I don't want to lie down basically. I mean, there is a lot of recline in this, I suppose, but I don't want to be lying down basically like that. That's why a steering wheel with a screen is wasted. And then yeah, my other wheel is this D-shaped one. You've seen this one before with the button box that I currently have attached to this. The other steering wheel, like previously, this. Oh, as I hit the boom arm again. Sorry for your ears. Yeah, this was previously. So you've got like the 6. It's a 70mm bolt pattern, and then you can just unfasten the bolts. You know what? That's good content. How long have we got to go? 6 minutes. Let's do that just now. Let's change rims. Because, yeah, Nick is just bringing it home, the car. And I'm sure he'll be able to do that without... Is this the... Yes. Alright. Top tier content here, guys. Your monitor is slightly up from my eye level, so I compensate with some camera pitch. I am yeah, mine is, the center is, I'm a little bit below the center, but not extremely so. Alright, let's remove. So there are 6 bolts in total, but 3 of them hold the steering wheel onto the button plates, and then I've got 3 other bolts that hold the QR, and so the QR is held by 3 bolts to the button plate, and then the other 3 bolts hold the steering wheel to the button plate. So what I can then do is remove this one. So this is just your run-of-the-mill steering wheel. It's a Motomech. You can get them from eBay. They don't, or from other sources like AliExpress or wherever you get your steering wheels from. They don't cost very much. At least it didn't cost me a lot of money, but maybe because and this was obviously many years ago, before the sim racing craze took hold and everyone wanted a piece of the sim racing pie. So that's the steering wheel removed. See the same 70mm 6 bolt pattern. You can still see here, so this is what the button plate would look like without any steering wheel, but we've got the QR attached to the other side because it's like threaded. These are all threaded, so I use the back of it, and then yeah, the back of it to attach the QR. It's kind of hard to see, isn't it? That's the Simucube QR, and then we get our other rim. And this one is 31 centimeters in width. This steering rim. Now, I do like this one because it's a bit wider than my Formula wheel. My Formula wheel is only 29. Well, I know there's a difference of 2 centimeters, but I kind of... There's a little bit more... I've got a little bit more leverage with this one. The one I'm holding just now, this the turn steering wheel. The downside of this one is that one of the rotaries is sticky, or it can't remember if it's left or right. Oh, last lap, guys. Let's put
that was your fastest lap of the session.
the Discord chat back on. Yeah, I do like this rim. It's very comfortable. Kind of the grips are ergonomic, but compared to, there's a lot less buttons, obviously,
So much anticipation going
and
on.
one of the rotaries isn't working properly. I think left isn't always registering. I probably could open it and have a look, but I'm not that good with electronics. But yeah, I've used this when I did my, was it 6 hours? Watkins Glen race with Donny, not with Donny, with the guys from the Castrol team, basically.
P1 and GT4. Wait, is this P1 and GT4? No way.
Let's go back to the main screen.
Now is,
So that was a... yeah, it's... and also this one has... no, I don't use the... it has these clutch paddles. I use this as a hand clutch. Only this one though. This one I could use this. I could use like throttle. I could use this as a second throttle because you can actually map a second throttle just to give your foot a rest. So yeah, potentially, or even this could be brake. But and these are a little bit less audible. Like,
Let's go in.
so that's what the clicky sounds like. And the turn button plate is a bit louder. So it goes like this.
When they're going to add the campfire smells into iRacing?
So yeah, this one kind of drives my missus up the wall because it's louder. That's why I don't use this one as often.
For this race especially.
And then normally I would have the D-shaped rim on it, and then I would use my H pattern or something.
I think it'd be well.
But I also have, if you want to hear something really clicky,
Yeah.
I have this sequential.
Oh, I really want to do
sequential shifter, and it's really loud. Here it is. So yeah, this is why this one isn't hooked up, because it makes a lot of noise.
Up for some Deutsche drinking for it, because they can just get wine drunk.
But alas, the race is nearly finished. Sticky pads, stop them from clicking. Oh, good idea. So yeah, I don't know, Los, how much you've actually managed to catch of my stints, but yeah, I messed up. I crashed here. Oh no, wasn't here. Was the not far from here. I crashed here. This right-hander there, that wall on his right, which was left for me. 6 or 7 minutes towing, and then another 7 minutes for repairs. This was my second lap on my final stint. And so Nicholas took over, our faster driver, to take us to the finish line. He's been setting some excellent fast laps, but an 8:14.6 was his last lap. It was going so well. We were inside the top 10. And then, yeah, I think just lapse of concentration, fatigue, because like I'd only slept for 4 hours, and it was like alarm went off. I woke up, had a little bit of breakfast, and then immediately started driving. At least we are going to finish the race. Not only is this my very first Nürburgring 24, it's also my first 24 hours I'm going to finish. because the Daytona 24 in 20,
Adam's totally fallen asleep.
2024 we didn't finish, so we only got to hour 10, I think it was.
Immediately across the line.
Yes. I will literally get to turn 1, park, quit. Off.
Yeah. I'm going to go and have a couple of hours of beauty sleep, I think, otherwise the day's going to be right off.
Even though I'm knackered, I'm probably overtired that I won't be able to sleep.
Oh, good.
That's nice, have a lovely day.
Yeah.
I've had 4 cups of coffee this morning and it hasn't even touched the sides. No itch has been scratched. I just need to weigh a lot.
But Harry, thank you once again for inviting me.
No, Barry, please come and do some more races with us in the future.
Are you sure?
Yes, mate, absolutely, absolutely. Did a cracking job, absolutely cracking. It's not easy coming into a bunch of people racing together for a while. And, done an absolute smashing job.
No, I finished a 12-hour. A 6 hours with you guys and Kai and Franco. No, this is actually my very first, only my second 24-hour event, because a 24-hour event, it just it's a lot of commitment, because you need to clear it and okay it with your family, because you're gonna basically, for the entire weekend, I've been unavailable pretty much. So all the hard work has been left with my wife. Hello, John. We are on the final stretch, the Dottinger. Unfortunately, not a top 10. We were on course for a top 10 until I started my final stint, and then I crashed the car, and then we had to come in for repairs, and now we're P15. However, we are going to make it. But thank you for tuning in, John. I hope you had a good race as well yesterday. I don't know if you were in the ACC practice races with Jeff and the rest of the TSC crew. But here we go, guys. It's not going to be a win, but a finish nonetheless. And here we go. That's the end of the 24 hours.
Ticket flag, ticket flag.
Well done, mate. Well done, mate. Finish was a finish. Thank you all. Thoroughly enjoyed the experience. And I am now going to bed.
Yes.
Thank you both.
Cracking job, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
And we will see you in the next one.
Yeah, see you guys next time, mate.
Bye.
Catch you all very soon.
Doesn't even stick around for... I think Nick was just so tired. He just got on, like he finished, like he crossed the finish line, and then he exited the car. So I don't know how long we have to wait until we get the results. Probably a long time. Alright. Not withdrawing, obviously. But yeah, that concludes the 24 hours of the Nürburgring. We finished in P15. We were on course for a top 10 finish. But yeah, well, let's not go over that again. I've already mulled over it for far too long. But yeah, that's the end of the 24 hours. I am absolutely knackered, but overtired, like I said. probably won't be able to sleep. But thank you all once again for tuning in. Also getting me over getting me 500 subscribers. I could have not done it without you. You all shared my my streams with others, and yeah, got the word out basically. And so yeah, thank you for getting me to 500 subscribers. Thank you for supporting me during the 24 hours. And I have no idea what's next, because it's now the end of the regular season. Week 13 is coming up before iRacing rolls on to season 3. LMU will be updated shortly, so I am very keen to check that out as well. I don't know, I might do a kind of like a video for celebrating 500 subscribers. What do you normally do when you reach a certain goal? A rig tour maybe? Are folk interested in a rig tour? Because you can only see my seat and part of my left monitor, but there's so many other bits and bobs that you guys normally don't see. Yeah, so stay tuned. Check out whatever I upload next. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye now.